Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here. Ronda Rousey is going to be signing her official Raw contract at WWE Elimination Chamber 2018. This is a pretty big deal because when Ronda Rousey came in, there was a little bit of doubt whether she was going to be a part of the actual Women's Royal Rumble. I had honestly thought that she was going to be coming into that match. She would be winning and then she would be going on to face the champion of her choice, being Charlotte, at WrestleMania 34. They ended up going with Asuka winning the actual Royal Rumble, and at the time that Asuka was going to pick whether if she was going to fight Charlotte or Alexa Bliss at WrestleMania, that is when Ronda Rousey came out of the back, interfering in the contract signing, not really pushing and shoving or saying that she wanted to fight anybody, but just coming down and pointing at the Sabu sign, or the WrestleMania sign like Sabu up there. At this time, we're still unknown what is going on with Ronda Rousey for WrestleMania. There's lots of rumors out there. Honestly, for the longest time, I thought that Ronda was going to be coming in to WrestleMania. She would have a match against Charlotte. It would sort of be the payoff of the Four Horsewoman feud that has been being booked in the minds of wrestling fans for the last year. We saw them have interaction at the Performance Center. We saw them have interaction at the Mae Young Classic. So this is something that they've been building to for a while. It scratches my head a little bit that Ronda Rousey is joining the Raw brand. Monday Night Raw is always going to be the A brand for WWE. It's not a huge knock against SmackDown. SmackDown does have really good wrestling on the show, and when it comes down to it, whether if it's a wrestling show or a sports entertainment show, SmackDown is always going to be the better wrestling show. It's been that way for years. I think it's always going to be sort of written that way to give the traditional wrestling fan what they want. Monday Night Raw is always going to be packed with sports entertainment, with celebrities, and people coming into the sport that can draw a big number, because Monday Night Raw has always been the one that brings people to the dance, that gets people entertained for WrestleMania. I guess at this point, we're going to see Ronda Rousey doing something with Stephanie McMahon at WrestleMania. I'm not quite sure, because when Ronda came down, basically it looked like she issued a challenge to Asuka. It looked like she answered a challenge to Charlotte, to Alexa Bliss. She got out of the ring, she walked over, she shook Stephanie McMahon's hand, which means there's some sort of a friendship or some sort of agreement there. How they would get from that to Ronda Rousey having a match against Stephanie, I know that this has been rumored since WrestleMania 32. Of course, when Ronda came in at WrestleMania 31, she did the arm drag on Triple H. I think she put the arm bar on Stephanie. I'm not 100% sure, but that was the whole payoff on Stephanie slapping Rock, and then Rock saying that he wouldn't slap a woman. So I'm guessing they're going to come down. I'm guessing Kurt Angle's going to be in the ring. Stephanie and Triple H will probably be there. And I'm guessing some tables are going to get flipped. Maybe Stephanie's going to say something that now that she's not a UFC star and she's a WWE star, she'll have to get in line. I know that they're doing the Asuka versus Nia Jax match. If Nia Jax wins, she'll be added to the actual women's title match, making it a three-way with the winner of the actual Elimination Chamber for the women's match. So that's something to look out for. But I think this is going to be a big deal. I just really don't understand what they're getting to, because this year they did a little bit of a change. Instead of actually having the payoff on Raw or on SmackDown with the Rumble winner coming out and issuing their challenge of who they wanted to face, they had Nakamura openly challenge AJ Styles. And I thought that was alright until I found out about Fastlane. And AJ's actually having a match that's going to be a 5-way for, to win the WWE Championship. So Nakamura has challenged AJ for WrestleMania. That's something that, WWE as well as WrestleMania is already promoting in New Orleans. But yet, they have another show where the champion could lose. And I know it doesn't mean that it's it's just because they've printed up banners and posters and they've got pictures on the internet, saying, to make sure you mark your calendar for WrestleMania. Because if you go back to SummerSlam at the last minute, AJ Styles defeated Jinder Mahal to make the Jinder versus Brock match go away. But I really want to see Rousey versus Charlotte. I don't know how you get there from now. If we have to wait to the next, brand split draft or superstar shakeup or whatever they want to call it. But I need Charlotte moved over to Raw to see her fight Ronda Rousey sooner than later. It looks like Charlotte's going to be the champion who's going to fight somebody at WrestleMania over there. So I guess the only thing that does make sense is Ronda Rousey doing something with Stephanie at WrestleMania. We just got to see how they get there.